Mira Business FM, where business comes to talk.
It's the morning drive at Mira Business FM, and we're going to be talking gold next. Jeff Rhodes is the CEO of Goldstrom Advisory. He's in the slightly more wintry climes of the United Kingdom at the moment, but joining us over Zoom. Jeff, good to see you.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Pretty good here, actually. It's that, that lull between the festive period and the new year. We're in that, but we're still firing on all cylinders, Jeff, and I'm very pleased that you're with us. How was your festive period?
It was good, actually. Very cold. It was very cold here in the UK, just hovering around freezing most of the time, but pretty good. My football team won the other day, so it made it even better. And yeah, put me in a much better mood. You can see I've got my.
Oh, he's in his Tottenham Hotspur top once again. No, I did see
Absolutely.
that, and I was going to ask you, but you got that in without me even prompting you, so well played.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, my
yeah,
team drew, so it wasn't quite the same, but what are you going to do?
you
And good
do.
Christmas, all presents were all well received, family happy, everything well?
All good, yeah, all very good.
Mm.
But anyone involved in the precious metals industry over the last week or so,
Yes.
it's been the most amazing period I've ever seen, ever. A lot of talk about, it's the highest prices and the most active since 1979. I was trading then,
Yeah.
and nothing like this last week. Honestly, it's I don't know whether you realize, but we saw silver at $84.
Yes.
Unbelievable. And my phone was kind of ringing off. I'm trying not to work. I'm having a break.
Mm.
It was impossible. And 84 was in fact the number. Lots of reasons for it. Most of them kind of incorrect. And when you have this major move and people are looking for the reason, it wasn't really clear. Lots of different things were spoken about, talking about China not exporting silver in the next 2 years. Incorrect. China is exporting, but in a controlled way.
Yeah.
I was researching this morning, and 44 companies have so far been licensed to export silver from China. That sounds very different to no exports from China. And so there were rumors of a major bank, a major bank, in default because of silver business. Not correct. There was a major margin call, and so the CFTC, CME, raised original margins, to about almost 7%, which was seen as being draconian, and it's not. In the OTC market, if you're trading on margin, you put up 10%. So that increase in margins, certainly in silver, was really quite nominal, frankly. So, and for those who don't know, over the last week, we've seen gold trade between 4,550 and down to 4,300, and below that this morning. We saw silver at $84 and back below $71 this morning.
Mm.
Platinum, I don't even want to go there. It got to a high last week of 2525, and in fact, not last week. It was Monday.
Yeah.
So, and that's back to around $2,000. So the kind of volatility that you can't believe, and so picked a great time to have a week off, Tim.
Well, I don't know where to start. I genuinely don't. I mean, I was going to start with gold, move to silver, move to palladium, move to platinum, and that would be kind of the course of our conversations. And then I was thinking, hold on a minute, Jeff. Before he left, it was something like this: expectations between the Christmas and New Year period. Generally expected to be thin, and that's normally the case, isn't it? That would be in standard times. It's a quiet time of year. A bit of retail demand, but a lot of people are off. Uh, I don't know where to start. What on earth has happened, Mr. Jeff Rhodes?
Well, I think it was the culmination of a year of volatility. During our discussions, Tim, I had been referring to the fact that we could see extreme volatility. I
Yes,
kind of mentioned that more than once,
you
and that's
did.
what we saw. And
Yeah.
and there were obviously clients or funds or market participants wanting to either close out positions
Hmm.
or establish a position to take advantage of the thinness, as it were. Excuse me, a bit of a cold.
No, no, you're
But
fine.
anyway, it resulted in some big trades coming into thin markets, and that caused the most outrageous price volatility I've ever seen. Excuse me.
I mean, that's the thing that really interests me is that you are doing this for a long time. And you've mentioned the year 1979 as kind of the benchmark year for seeing, what's been going on. And this is nothing like that. I mean, it is truly remarkable.
It is, and when we go back to 1979, there were some really major geopolitical things going on. There's Russia invaded Afghanistan.
Mm.
There was the Iranian Revolution, and so really big events going on. I know that Russia Ukraine is a big event, but it's not a shock event. It's been going on for I think 3 years, the war.
Yeah.
So, but there's been nothing major to trigger such extreme volatility other than too much money chasing too little metal.
Mm.
That really has been the case, I think, because we saw silver earlier, 2 or 3 months ago. Lease rate for silver, 30%. And this is a metal that is normally 0%. Um, Gold has been a little bit tight, not that much, but platinum, just every day, 15 to 20% lease rate. So we're seeing a shortage of metal in markets where funds are just flying into gold, silver, and platinum. Tim,
Mm.
I think when we look back on the year that was, it will go down in terms of historic runs because silver, platinum, palladium, all three of them record levels. And
I
yeah,
was going to talk to you in particular about silver, Jeff, because the 26th, 27th of December, silver jumped really sharply, more than 9% in a session. So that was a record. Year to date
yeah,
gains, something like, I think it was 160, just over 160%,
it was, yeah.
far outpacing other
Mm.
other commodities. And then there was a question. There was a headline. I think it was about 7 days ago. Is $80 an important level psychologically for silver? And that's just an irrelevant headline sitting here now, isn't it? That's in the
Completely
space of a
irrelevant. It's not.
week, Jeff.
The number, Tim, was always $50,
Yes.
the all-time high.
Yeah.
And when that finally gave way, then for me, the next relevant number is three digits, not two.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 100. And, I have seen nothing over the last 7 days to dissuade me from my view that in 2026 we will see a silver price of $125.
Yeah.
I was misquoted somewhere as calling for 150. I don't mind. I mean, 150 works, but certainly $125 is on my target list. And gold, honestly, I think the way it's held on to most of its rally over is really excellent. So I think gold, just to remind our listeners and people watching, I see 6,500.
Well, that's the target you've set for the coming year. I mean, what we've seen this year, Jeff, I was thinking about this. We've seen a year when the gold graphs haven't had a long enough y-axis to accommodate the growth we've seen. The long-term forecasts, a bit more varied, generally anticipate a continued increase in value, ongoing demand, obviously.
Yeah.
Some scenarios project prices could reach as high as $7,000 or even $10,000 an ounce by 2030 or just after that. I've asked you this before, but given the volatility we've seen in the last, hours, it doesn't seem beyond the realms of possibility.
No, it's not. So, well, look, I've just said my view for next year is 6,500.
Yeah,
So not far off the 7,000 handle.
absolutely.
10,000, yeah, I think we'd need the world to be in a very different place than where we are today,
Right.
quite frankly. So, but I do believe 6,500, 7,000, 6,000, whatever. I think the one certainty is the direction
Right.
of precious metals in 2026. And in my view, all four will be heading north for different reasons. I think when you look at silver, um, the industrial demand is amazing. You know, for the first time, I think ever, demand for silver from the what's sorry, Tim, the solar panels. Solar panel demand for silver
Yes.
exceeded jewelry demand for silver for the first time ever.
Right. Right. Right.
That,
Okay.
and that and probably the amount of silver that's been used so far is really quite modest, but industrial demand for silver will drive the prices to three digits.
Okay. And that's when that bring things really sharply into focus. I think that's when things start to fall in place. When you see solar outpacing demand in that way, it starts to make a lot more sense, doesn't it? So you're
Right.
happy with your prediction of $125 for silver for next year? Platinum blasting to a record on Boxing Day, 26th of December, quite literally 24.90 on Boxing Day. Palladium, $2,000 on Christmas Eve. You referred to these just briefly. That's up 15%. Platinum up nearly 25% over the Christmas week.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just like a Christmas gift for Jeff Rhodes, all this action. I can't work it out.
Yeah, well, as I say, Tim, it wasn't because I'm meant to be on holiday, so forget that. I'd like to challenge the high. The charts that I'm looking at
Right.
say 2,525.
Oh,
Actually,
for platinum.
yeah. For
Yeah, yeah.
On Monday, we saw 2,525.
No, that's right. No,
Since
this is
then,
just the Boxing Day high because that was such an acute high, I thought. 24.04% up for the
well,
week.
it was indeed, but then
Wild.
on the Monday just gone,
Up again.
the high 2,525.
Yeah.
Since then, Tim,
Mm-hmm.
it fell. The price fell 25%.
Yeah.
Okay, since Monday, I'm trying to think. It's still only Wednesday, and it feels as though it's like, many days ago. But just 2 days ago, it was 25% higher at 2,525 against currently just around about 1,900. So honestly, I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's quite fun watching it from the sidelines, I must say. But, yeah, I think we'll have a fairly quiet first 2 weeks of January. Normally, you do when people come back to their desks after the festive break, and then it normally takes about 2 weeks for markets to shape up. But over time, I think Q1 is going to be very bullish for all four precious metals.
Well, we'll continue to be talking to you, Jeff. But let's just see though, because expectations of thin trading over the Christmas period, and it's not happened that way. So I believe you and I trust you, but stranger things have happened. Just quickly, palladium. Do you expect your technical target of 2,500 to be
Yeah, I do.
reached? You do.
Yes,
Okay.
I do. Look, honestly, we were just shy of 20. 2,100 on Monday.
Yeah.
So another $400 is modest. And the reason I'm kind of so reticent to call out the high for palladium, it's so difficult. It's such a thin market.
Yeah.
Really only two major producers of palladium in the world. So when you have such a narrow market, it's very difficult to call, where the price is going. Just to remind everyone, the high palladium price was 3,300.
Okay. Final couple of questions for you, and we're off the precious metals topic for the moment. It's New Year's Eve when we are talking to you, 2025. What are you up to tonight, first of all? Anything exciting?
Yeah, probably a family dinner, but nothing exciting. Certainly, I'll be in bed well before midnight. Um, I'm flying tomorrow. I'm flying back to Dubai tomorrow. So
Okay. Well,
yeah,
we'll see you back in the
amazing
studio.
thing, Tim.
Go on.
Flying on New Year's Day,
Mm.
prices are cheaper.
On New Year's
It's
Day.
amazing. Yeah, prices are cheaper. Same with Christmas Day. Prices are cheaper. People don't like to fly on that day, so
Well, I
I've
suppose
taken.
so. I mean, I suppose people are trying to get somewhere for Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve or something like that.
Yeah,
So if you do it on the
that's right.
day, well, fair play
Yeah,
to you.
that's absolutely. So yeah, I'll be flying tomorrow, and I understand it's not so hot in UAE as it normally is. Tim, is that right?
23 degrees here today, Mr. Rhodes, at the moment. It's positively chilly. Cardigan weather at night, it is. Finally, Jeff, New Year's resolutions. Got any for next year?
Yeah, Spurs to win the Premier League.
Okay.
Forget that one.
I'd say
Put
keep.
that up with gold at 6,500. One might be right.
A man is allowed to dream wherever they
Yeah.
are, that's for sure. Look, Jeff, thanks for everything this year. All the best for next year. Looking forward to seeing you next week, and a very happy New Year's Eve to you and safe journey.
Very happy New Year for everyone. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. Jeff Rhodes on the Morning Drive. This is Mira Business FM. A like, a subscribe is appreciated wherever you're joining us from. Get in touch, tell us what you think. Everything we do is available to listen, watch again, and find us where you get your podcasts. Just search Mira Business FM.